Hey, what's going on, everyone? Nikki Limitless here, and we're going to talk about the big mo today, and that's momentum. All right, so welcome to the call. Welcome to the video. I'm super excited to go over momentum. Why? Because momentum creates success, and success loves speed. And what is momentum? That speed that you build to get there, right? So this is for anyone and everyone who's looking to advance their trading, their business, their self, like looking for success and to quantum leap their life, right? So let's jump into it. The big Mo. Everybody wants to know Mo. Everybody wants to be friends with Mo. But do you know how to get the attention of momentum? It's simple. It's so simple. It's just putting in work towards your goals, right? And having those little steps. But all right, jumping the gun here. Momentum. How do you achieve momentum? By taking massive actions. Now, I said massive actions, plural with an S, not massive action, just one. You got to take multiple actions and take massive action. And what is massive action? Massive action is doing something right away at like the sound of like, all right, I say, hey, do this 30-day challenge of writing your goals. You do it. That's massive action. Like you start today, right now, writing your goals. Boom. Massive action and then doing it consistently, right? And that's how you gain momentum. Real simple. It's so simple, but we're gonna break it down. So what so not only just taking massive action is going to help you gain momentum, but there's plenty of other tips and tricks to get there. So to get the big mo, one, you got to be clear on your goals. Two, you got to have targets, right? And that's what I was talking about in the last video. Having your goals, knowing the vision, and understanding where you're going, right? The targets are going to help you that day to day to get you to the goals. Now, momentum is something that carries you to that goal, right? So if you have your goals and your targets, which you should, right? Then you could build momentum. And it's simply knowing your target and hitting your targets every day. And think of it like a train, right? Like those strong men who pull the train, right? At first it's like you're pulling it and it's freaking hard. And then all of a sudden it starts speeding up because now it's rolling, and then it just gets super easy, super easy, super easy, and they're pulling it super fast now, right? That's the same thing. When you first get started on your targets, it's going to feel like, oh, shoot, I don't know. Like, it's going to be uncomfortable because you're not going to know the habit and the pattern of it. But once you start getting it rolling, then you're going to start building that momentum. Now, it's easy to build momentum when you have zero distractions, right? So, momentum is not just putting in the work and hitting your target, it's also cutting out a lot of the fat, because fat weighs you down, right? Right? Fat weighs you down. And then also, not only does it weigh you down, but it slows you down. Well, that's the whole point, weighing you down, slowing you down. So, how do you cut the fat out, right? Well, one, you got to go and figure out what are your habits that are distracting you, right? Is it your phone? Does your phone distract you? Like, I leave my phone on silent, and only people who I need to, like, if they call me, I have them bypass the silent because, you know, for whatever, like they're the most important to me. I need to get their information right away. But if someone else messaged me, whatever, it's silent and I can go and check it whenever. My phone does not go bing, 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 bong. Very distracting. And I learned that in a podcast. Like they're like, yeah, we silence all of our apps and notifications because we want to control when we go in and look. Because think about it, you're studying or you're trading or you're on a phone call. Well, if you're on the phone, you're not gonna know. But if you're doing something that needs your attention and focus, and this thing goes bing, what are you gonna do? You're gonna be like, oh, I got a message. You're gonna be like, I want to look, right? That's the point. So you want to control your life. This little tip right here of just silencing this phone and turning all the app notifications off, but you could have it still have the number pop up so you know something's going on in that app, right? Like, I control my phone. My phone doesn't control me. I choose when I go in, right? That helps me build momentum in a direction. I'm focused on this video, and if this thing rang, I'd be like, oh, who messaged me? And then my mind would be over here, right? So cutting the fat out, right? Now, another thing, like if you're looking to be a trader and or you're looking to do a business, having people around you that aren't in favor of your business or not supportive, right? You may need to cut them out because you're over here building momentum and they're chopping your momentum by saying, "Oh, you can't do this. You can't be that. That's impossible. Why do you want to do this? You know what? You should come do this over here." They're trying to pull you away from where you're building momentum, and that is what happens when you're in the process of something. There's always going to be something that tries to pull you out of it because it's testing you. You could say God, you could say spiritual, the universe, whoever is testing you to see if you really want this. And if you really want it, like you're gonna do it anyway, regardless of what anyone else says. But there's always that person or something, right? It doesn't have to be a person; it could be a thing. Like, oh, this opportunity looks better, right? And if you like realistically being focused and going in and putting all your energy into one thing, everyone has it confused. Multiple streams of income. Correct. You want multiple streams. But look at Jeff Bezos, Amazon. He started with books and now look where it's at, right? He focused on one thing, right? He didn't go, I'm going to do Amazon and I'm going to build this business over here and that business over there and I'm going to invest in that and this, that. No, focus, one thing, right? So he cut out all the distraction, focused on one thing, build it, and then expanded that to develop multiple streams of income within one business. And that's what you do, right? So think about that in your momentum, right? You pick one thing you're doing, you cut out all the rest of the noise, the phone, the people who are not supporting, the TV, right? You cut out TV, you're going to put more efforts and focus into your goals. If you think about what people were doing back when they were farming, right? What did they really have to do other than farm and eat and then go to sleep and do it again, right? There was not that much distraction. They had to create ways to make things fun, right? So that's the same thing. I literally went on a 90-day challenge, which I'm still currently in. I got one more day, but I don't really care about the days. But the 90 days is coming up. I cut out TV and movies and TV shows, and like I had to create ways to like, all right, what do I do with this time? And then I really started to buckle in and buckle down and get involved in trading more and also like figuring out ways to gain more knowledge. Instead of going to the TV at night, I'm like, all right, what can I study right now, right? And I'll literally like study or whatever to to like help myself move the needle forward, and that's momentum, right? Like staying engaged, continuing to be engaged. Forget about staying, moving to engagement, moving forward, right? Momentum is very simple concept. The reason why it's challenging for people is because distraction. It's simple. Distraction will pull you from momentum. And there's so much distraction now. All different screens and everybody wants to go out and do all these things. Listen, there's a time to play and there's a time for work. It just depends what your goals are. I'm not going to say, oh, you need to slow down for 2 days. Take this 2 days off, right? It depends what your goals are. If your goals are not that big, like, oh, I'll make 100K, yeah, you probably could take like 3 days off and work 4 days, right? But if you're looking to do something substantial, you probably need to work maximum 6 days. You need one day of rest. You need one day of rest, minimum one day of rest, because you gotta like process everything you just did for the week and kind of like tune into like what happened, what could you make better, right? You need that one day, right? So building momentum is very easy, but the challenging part is cutting out the fat, cutting out the noise, cutting out the distractions, cutting out things that are unnecessary to your goals, right? So it's very simple. I'll write down, if you know what your goals are and you know your targets, write out for the whole week, like what do you do on Monday? What do you do on Tuesday? And it's not just what are you doing for work, it's what are you doing in the morning? What are you doing at work? What are you doing when you leave? Or it doesn't have to be at work, like when you're putting in your work for your business or trading, right? what is it after? What does it look like after? Like, are you going out with friends? Are you doing this, right? And that may be okay for you. It just depends on your goals. But if you're looking to do something big, like earn a certain amount, or build a certain infrastructure in a business, and, like, make $1 billion, or multi-billion-dollar business, right? Like, hanging out with friends is not a thing. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like, friends, I notice friends, like, they help each other stay at the same level. Now, you could find friends that are looking to grow, and that's different. But a lot of the times when you're hanging out, that's not good. You're just doing nothing. You're just chilling, doing nothing. Hanging out, like, grown people shouldn't be hanging out. Grown people should be always, like, moving forward, because who's gonna take care of you? This world, they the masses want to stay put, right? The 5% is looking to do something, and out of those 5%, like, 1% is really holding everything down. And yeah, there's an 80-20 rule within that 5%, right? So 80% is doing nothing, 20% is really doing something, right? So you want this momentum to start. All you need to do to flip the switch is do something right now. After this video, take massive action on one thing. Take massive action on the things that you're not doing, right? A lot of the times we're holding on to things in the past, right? And they're pulling us back, and you want to get those things either accomplished or let them go so you could go forward. Successful people, I've realized, successful people, wealthy people, people who achieve their goals, they're focused on the future. They have the vision for the future, but they focus on today. Today and the future. Today and the future. Today and the future. They don't look back, right? Unsuccessful people, poor people, broke people, whatever you want to call them, right? They focus on the past and today. And then today is not, they make it so gruesome, and they look back to the past, but they're not looking to their future. And if they do, they feel like it's unattainable, right? Because they're so pulled back to the past, and they don't let go of things from, like, childhood, right? So you let go of these weights, you're free. When you're free, you can look to the future and live today, right? Right? And that's these are, like, key tips to helping you build momentum. There's so much. There's so much. And momentum, like, this topic is just building other topics. So, all right, y'all. I think you get it. And if you don't get it, message me, talk to me, ask me questions. I'm here. I want you all to succeed, because this world would be a better place if we're all going after our goals, and because we wouldn't be nitpicking on every little detail that's happening. But let's not even go there, right? I want you all to win, and that's why I'm doing these videos. I'm doing this video for myself too, right? So this is a reminder. This is for my family to see. This is for anyone who wants to grow, right? This is all. I want to help you all build momentum. I want to help you all build your goals, build your targets. Know your why. So, message me if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Like this post, share it, hit the bell, subscribe, do all those things, right? Because I want you guys to be engaged into this, and I'm gonna give you the juice to quantum leap everything in your life. So, this is momentum, guys. All right. Now, start your momentum immediately after this video. And if you still haven't wrote your goals, then write them now. Write your targets. And then cut out all the fat. Like, immediately figure this out, because this will push your momentum. Success loves speed. All right, y'all. Have a great day. My name's Nicky Limitless. I am a man, and I am a day trader. What more you need to know?